So we've learned about aperture and shutter speed now, so let's look at the third important concept you need to know about, which is ISO. In the old days of film photography, you might remember having seen boxes of film with big black numbers on the side. These numbers basically referred to the ISO of that film, which told the user how sensitive it was to light. So if a number was low, it wasn't very sensitive to light, and if the number was high, it was very sensitive to light. So that's essentially what's happening in our modern digital cameras. It's just now we have sensors instead of film. So as a rule of thumb, the brighter the conditions are that you find yourself in, the lower your ISO can be. If you're in darker conditions, you want to start increasing your ISO to a higher number. As a rule of thumb, if I'm out in bright conditions, I'll set my ISO to around 100. If it's a little cloudy, I'll go up to 400. And if it's getting dark, I'll go anywhere above 800 up to about 3200. At this point, it's important to note that aperture, shutter speed and ISO are all connected to one another. And the balance between these three determines what we call the exposure pyramid. All you need to know about that right now is that when you change one of these things, it's going to have an effect on the other two, especially aperture and shutter speed, which are really tightly interconnected with one another. So you always need to consider this. But by balancing your aperture, shutter speed and ISO, you're going to create an image that is exposed correctly, i.e. not too dark or not too light. Luckily, modern digital cameras are all automatically programmed to help you get a really good exposure on your photos. So one of the easiest ways to practice the fundamentals of what we've been talking about today is to choose the functions called aperture priority or shutter priority when you next go out taking photos. Now, this function will allow you to control just one of those settings, such as aperture, and it will automatically change the other one to get a good exposure. So when you're playing around with that function, make sure to watch the effect changing one thing has on the other and think about the relationship they have, because that will really help your photography.